Another Panther touchdown. Jones to French. French on the night, 7 catches, 58 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And in 3 minutes, Amory had scored 21 points. It was 33-0 at halftime. Scott Haynes later with the interception. And that will set up yet another Joe Gunn touchdown. Gunn, 11 carries, 215 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And the Panthers' undefeated streak reaches 9. It's the second straight shutout and the third in the last 4 games for that Amory Panther defense. Game 10 at New Albany, and some razzle-dazzle on the opening kickoff. Anthony McIntosh, the reverse to Zelbert Johnson. A huge success for the Panthers. Joe Gunn changes direction. And Gunn would find the end zone for the first TD of the night. 9 carries, 97 yards, 2 touchdowns in limited play for Joe Gunn. In the second quarter, Gunn slips through. Great effort here. He will lunge forward for the score. 323 yards of total offense on the night for Amory. Chris Jones then to Rufus French. Jones 100 yards in the air and 2 touchdowns. French 3 catches, 43 yards, and a TD. Scott Haynes would lead the team in interceptions for the 95 season with 5. Here, though, the block punt out of Scott Haynes. Jones to Carpenter. Carpenter, 3 catches, 47 yards, and a touchdown. It was 35-zip. Amory at intermission. The Panther D absolutely dominated. Darius Brown with the tackle behind the line. The Bulldogs could manage only 112 yards of total offense. And Amory now 10-0 as they get set for their regular season finale at home against the Corinth Warriors. Chris Jones early on to Eric Carpenter. Jones would have 123 yards passing on the night. Carpenter 2 catches for 68 yards. No score, though, until Lenny Adams with the block punt. Irby Hampton with the recovery. It's a touchdown for Amory. Adams would lead the team in block punts this year with 3. Then Amory calls for the onside kick, and the Panthers work it to perfection. Reggie Smith with the recovery. This, of course, didn't happen too much because on the year, Hagan had more than 70% of his kickoffs end in touchbacks. Chris Jones will score the TD. He will get clobbered, but he gets the 6. Gunn will get 233 yards and 2 touchdowns, and Amory ends the regular season a perfect 11-0. And with that kind of record, you definitely know the Panthers took care of business during the regular season.
And we be taking care of business every day. Taking care of business every way. We be taking care of business. It's all right. Taking care of business and working overtime. Take good care of my business when I'm away every day. And I've been taking care of business every day. Taking care of business every way. I've been taking care of business. It's all right. Taking care of business. Working overtime. Taking care of business. Woo! Taking care of business. Taking care of business. Taking care of business. taking care of business. Every day, taking care of business. Every way, taking care of business. It's all mine. Taking care of business. Working overtime. Taking care of business. Taking care of business.
There, of course, was still more business to take care of, and that is the postseason starting at home against Rolling Fork.
Be beat. We can't be beat. We can't be beat.
Hey, 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 with an A. Hey, 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 to the net. Hey, with an A. Hey.
Reggie Smith gave the Panther fans more to cheer about. Here, the interception and return. Smith had 4 picks on the year. Then Joe Gunn with a nice run. Gunn on the night, 216 yards on 25 carries and a touchdown. Terrace Burns then introduces himself to one of the Rolling Fork running backs. A team-high 16 tackles behind the line for the year for Burns. Gunn carries for a first down. Then Chris Jones, 4 carries, 23 yards, and this touchdown as Jones finds the end zone. Zelbert Johnson added 2 TDs for Amory. Now watch number 41, Chris Parker. Parker will force the bad pitch. Gerald Tubbs says, "I'll take that." He is in, and so are the Panthers into the second round of the playoffs with the convincing win against Rolling Fork, 32-0. The second round playoff game was also at Amory as the Panthers entertained Senatobia.
The Amory Panthers on the prowl for a second consecutive state title. The Panthers hosting 10-1 Senatobia tonight. Amory gets on the board first. First drive, the Panthers get 3 points from Drew Hagan, a 30-yard field goal, 3-0 first quarter. Now later in the first, quarterback Chris Jones on the option pitches it back to Joe Gunn. Gunn makes a few moves and he's off to the races. Gone, a 40-yard touchdown. But not so fast. A flag on the play. The Panthers called for a block in the back. Amory coach Bobby Hall didn't like it. He got tagged for unsportsmanlike conduct.
Then you gave him a penalty. You the one missed the call. You won't know, coach.
Amory fought the officials all night long. The Panthers ended up punting. Senatobia then on offense, going for it all on this play, but Drew Oakley is pressured, overthrows his receiver Ken Jones. The Warriors having a tough time moving the football. We move to the second quarter. Score still 3-0. Amory looking to change that. Joe Gunn gets the call, sweeps left, sees nothing but the end zone. No flags on this play. That run put him over 2,000 yards for the season. The senior finished with 209 yards tonight. The Panthers only led 10-0 at the half, but opened things up in the second half, winning 37-12. So what was supposed to be Amory's first real test of the season just turned out to be a pop quiz. Score another A for the Panthers. Next up, they'll play the winner of the Shannon-Water Valley game next Friday night for the North Half Championship. For the Friday Night Fever, Nick Perangepe, WTVA Sports.
And that would be Shannon as the Red Raiders took care of the Blue Devils. And Shannon looked good early on against Amory. Miller to Armstrong. And the Red Raiders led 7-0, 330 yards of total offense for Shannon. That would be the most allowed all year by that Amory defense. Zelbert Johnson, though, up the middle. Zelbert, 8 carries, 70 yards, and a touchdown. Then Joe Gunn gets the first down. 400 yards of total offense on the night for Amory. Then it's Chris Jones. He is in, 2 touchdowns on the night for Jones. On to the second quarter, Gunn with the touchdown. 216 yards on 26 carries for Joe Gunn. He would have 3 touchdowns. Shannon countered with a TD, but here come the Panthers. Jones, the completion to Eric Carpenter. 7 for 12, 92 yards for Jones. And that sets up a Joe Gunn touchdown. 4th straight night with more than 200 yards on the ground for Gunn. Now the hit of the night. How about this? Anthony McIntosh, the lick knocking off the helmet. And the Red Raiders get knocked off as well. The Panthers win the North Half Championship on the road at Shannon, and that sets up another trip to Jackson to take on Raleigh and an attempt at a second straight Class 3A state championship. The Panthers might have had their game faces on, but they trailed early on 6-zip. But then Chris Jones to Rufus French. Jones 6 of 8 for 70 yards and a touchdown, all 6 to that guy. It was 14-6 Amory after one. That's the way it stood at halftime. In the second half, it was the Joe Gunn show. Gunn, 21 carries, a season best 280 yards and 4 touchdowns. 21-6 after 3, but 21 fourth quarter points put this one away for Amory. 42 points in the championship game shouldn't surprise anybody. Amory was the highest scoring team in Mississippi history. As for Joe Gunn, in the 4 playoff games, he had 921 yards rushing. He would finish with 2,602 yards on the ground. That's a national record.
I was very touched by the fact, too, that he was able to break that single-season rushing record. And I know a lot of people say, well, he did it in 15 games. They better go back and check, though. He did it in about 7 or 8 games, but he didn't play but about half a game a lot of times this year.
I was just running hard, Offensive line was doing a great job of blocking, I got to give thanks to them. We've been working all year long ever since August 27th. This has been our goal. And we finally did it, for our seniors. We just hit a 39-2 record.
Speaking of records, Drew Hagan set a national mark. 87 extra points on 94 attempts on the year. So 15 weeks, 15 wins, and a second straight state title in Class 3A. Yes, the winning tradition continues at Amory High School.
ball is tipped. There you are. You're running for your life. You're a shooting star, and all the years no one knows